Oseyo, everyone. How y'all doing today? I am Crow, your entertainer for this broadcast, and welcome to the episode. Today we are playing... Drumroll, please. Baldur's Gate 3. And man, my head is killing me. For the first time in, like, months, I have a crushing headache bordering on a migraine, so I apologize. I am still sick with my Sharona. Gotta keep the motor running. Keep the motor running. My Sharona. My Sharona Cyrus. Yeah, I've got a crushing migraine. I took my migraine painkillers for maybe about 5-10 minutes ago, just before I started. So this is going to be fun. So, anything to touch on before we get going? Personally, I don't think so, but other than the usual rules and everything. I see buffering. Okay. I may need to close a few things out like that. Okay, I want to leave those up and going. Actually, I could close this out. Okay, Wiimod's going. It's doing its thing. I want to turn that off. YouTube's probably, where is it? My local connection. Hard to tell at times. Okay, I've got that going. I want to close that. Just to make sure. I want to move this over here. Just to make sure things are okay. But yeah, I'm still sick. I'm on the mend, but yeah. Anyways, let's get going, shall we? Corvus Aetus Voti stream game. And from what I remember, well, this isn't a recap. This is just reminding myself. We had arrived at Auntie Ethel's tea house after doing the whole... doing the Kaga thing, unveiling her, right? Or have we done that yet? Or I don't think we've done the... I know we haven't done... I don't believe we've done Auntie Ethel's. Yes, I'm doing Auntie instead of Auntie, because Auntie... But you know, she's everybody's Auntie. Which, oddly enough, Auntie is actually a term for girlfriend. Now, let's turn this volume up for everybody. But Auntie Ethel, yeah, we have not descended yet. Not down here, okay. Got Dragon's Breath. Okay. We got the pipes on, okay. I think I'll attune to those. Oh, there I am. Just imagine bagpipe music, because in my opinion, that's what bags of pipes of haunting are. It's just bagpipes. Nobody likes them, except for maybe Dragonborn. Because I've seen some cool art of Dragonborn playing bagpipes, and it just fits, especially with the foppish cap. You know, the big poofy one like a Volo wears, and I personally enjoy myself. Carlack's doing her little jig thing. Anyways, with that, seeing as my apprentice. Oh, we need healing here. I'm going to cheat this in. Because I myself really enjoy this, where it's just out of combat. Oh, I need sheep. Considering what's coming up. Spells are going to be important. It looks like we're resorting to potions here. No wonder it's dull for me. I got it down to like in the 40s, sound-wise. Okay, give him in here. Okay. No, I don't have to do that since I've specifically done it this way. Fire breathing, huh? Send that to Trisha. Pass it around. As if you need any of this. Want to need more of it. Superior, greater. Now you already had some. Well, pass it around. It's like me, oh, it's like Gandalf. Pass it around. Just a little sip, just a mouthful. Steadying. And a laser. That on. Wisdom. Looks or wisdom throws. I'd have to go for looks. Actually, I want to rearrange these by way of introduction. Just to make my life a little bit easier. Okay. You can hang on to that. I've got plenty more where that comes around.
Should have worn better boots.
You can just... We'll just resummon you. Okay. What about buffs? Sanctuary, Blade Ward, 2 turns, Mage Armor. That's a concentration. I may actually need... Oh, fudge. That's a spell I would probably need to use. Fudge. Oh, well. It's Mage Armor. Nope. Onwards and forwards. Dun 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 dun! Question is, does everybody have their packed weapons? Or at least as bound weapons as possible. Ephemeral chest. Ring of fire. Let's say, why haven't you learned these? But learn that. Okay, you've still mainly got all your spells. Because we are going into the basically into a green hag's den. You're not going to be throwing. Okay, that is... Strike. I think I'd rather have the Sparky Mace for right now. Goblin Key. I think you're not wearing armor. No, the only one that's not wearing armor is Karlak, and she's got +1 to melee attack, but acrobatics and athletics. And Rish, you got your throwing daggers, right? Okay, you got your pop gun and your boom, and you're a sling. Okay. What about me? Yeah, that doesn't work for me. Not putting on any of these. Necklace. Freeze an extra charge. Air companion. Somebody else has got lesser restoration. Nothing I'm wanting. I've got my boomstick. Well, it's not my boomstick. It's my long rock. It's my thunder stick. Oh fudge! Right now, really, Gale?
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Right now would be a great time to do it, but there's probably a lot of magical artifacts down here, but of a good old eating boo.
Thank you.
Good thing we did this instead of it appeared right now instead of in the middle of battle. We're in a trickier situation. Yee.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Go on, Gale. You're amongst friends.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover.
if you would reduce a goddess to a being a mere muse.
I am, after all, the villain of the tale. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
I applaud your ambitions. Yeah, I actually do.
Though not, I think, my methods. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Please, I'd like to know the full of the tale.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He
I think
almost
I know
managed,
this
but
one.
not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
Oseo Fleetfoot, how you doing? I admit it sounds tempting. I admit this sounds like a tempting proposition, but I guess you ruled out flowers and chocolates altogether then, right?
You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
Well, folks, it looks like a chat's not appearing on screen today for some reason.
Quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces.
Well, I got it on mine, but it's not coming. Oh, there it is.
Unstoppable as it digs through and
Just
becomes
needed a
part of you.
update.
And God says it ever hungry.
Just needed me a kick in the right butt.
What is it? What do you see?
Good God, man. How are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
You'll die. I know exactly what he's got in his chest, what he's housing. It's not pretty.
Rather worse, actually. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Is there nothing we can do to extract it from you, to undo the spell, to unweave it, so to speak?
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
Well, for the record, Corvus, in Dungeons & Dragons terms, is a dungeon master. Like Elminster, she goes around, she just kind of gives out magical items. She's not a cleric of Mystra, but she's one that creates magical items, scrolls, distributes them out, goes into dungeons. Just kind of just happens just to leave magical things around, relights the candles. She's one of the. That's what a dungeon master actually does within Faerun. Not the one that runs your game, but what's actually in Faerun. They are servants of Mystra that propagates magic and magical items, and encourages the use of magic, knowing or unknowingly. She does it knowingly. And she could just whip up a magic item, but the thing is, they can't actually come out and say it. Because that kind of breaks, like, their code. My understanding of Ed Greenwood kind of did a little thing, kind of did this thing on Elminster being a dungeon master, and why there's always magical artifacts and tombs that should be, have long been pillaged and all. Tombs and ruins that should have been long pillaged ago, but there's still items there. He kind of explained Elminster's kind of like a dungeon master, and this is where the concept of a dungeon master is, going around and distributing magical items, not just for other adventurers to find, so magic propagates. But she can't really say anything about it because there's this, as Mystra basically has forbade it. It just cannot come out. So, as much as Corvus right now would say, yes, I could create you basically the equivalent of this Netherese orb to counter it from Mystra herself, she just can't. The equivalent of a king's treasure trove to counteract it, she just can't. Because that would be going against basically the creed, the ethics of being of a dungeon master. So, I would actually hear what the others would have to say first.
You'd have us debate that Netherese Jack-in-the-Box should be a blip on the horizon by now.
I'm in two minds. And frankly, don't care a great deal. Either decision is fine by me.
I would hear from you, Gil, if, we were to part ways, where would you venture to?
I would consume some midnight tears and venture as deep into the Underdark as I possibly could. Till they cloud my eyes forever. With a bit of luck, I'd manage to make it to a mind flare colony so that when the orb erupts, one loud, last song of vengeance would reverberate through the dark. Wouldn't be a heroic end, but coarsely poetic enough in its justice.
Keep him or send him away? Send him away and no telling what could happen to him, or keep him and I hate to be callous about this, use him as a weapon to my own ends. Keep him close and make sure I could keep an eye on him. You're staying with me, Gale, for no more other reason than I can keep an eye on. You've come this far, and if you're gonna blow up, at least you'll be amongst friends.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
There is a reason I want him around. Best around me, where we're out in the wilds and not where he may wander off into civilization. Besides, he's a powerful weapon. It may be the weapon that they're looking for. Hustle, he seems about one of the more reasonable ones of the group. Definitely not Risha there. Autosave. And for those of y'all that are curious, what he has in what Gale possesses within him is a Netherese Orb of Destruction. It used to be a spell until I think a 4E, 5E, right around that time. You could obtain it in a 3.5. I think as a wizard. It relies on shadow magic, which right there I'll tell you, right there's a hint right there that it's not Mistra that's involved in this. All the steps of the way it's been Shar. A Netherese Orb of Destruction was the Netherese attempt to basically make their own universe, which they succeeded. But the problem was, that Orb of Destruction is basically a singularity, a black hole. The barrier between the new universe and the universe, I believe this is the case. I did some deep dives years back into this, to the Netherese, when I was playing Neverwinter Nights and Neverwinter Nights 2. That barrier between the new universe and basically the outside of it is impassable. It will destroy anything that tries to pass through, and that orb will continue to grow and grow and grow until all the energy is expanded, and then it'll just rupture with all that energy that was in it. Think about not necessarily the heat death of the universe, but the ever-expanding theory of how the universe will die. It'll just keep going until it rips itself apart. Kinda like that, but the Netherese were trying to create their own universe, their own creation without the gods, so they themselves would be gods. Well, they kinda succeeded. But instead, they couldn't go into this new universe, so they basically made a bit. They just created a spell to create black holes, exploding singularities. That's what Gale has in him.
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out!
No, I think I'll stay around a while. Invite or no, I think I'll stay a while and peruse. I bet you have a lovely collection.
Has that wriggler eaten your brain already? Leave. Or you'll end up in tonight's stew. It'll go nicely with Mayrina. She's already marinating. Ha!
Risha, don't touch anything until we've dealt with the hag. You remember the last time we dealt with the hag? She turning you into a newt was not pleasant. I know you got better, but living in that fishbowl for 3 months got you awful cranky.
My sweet Callum, whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade.
As you edge closer to the mirror, a pale face appears, contorted in fear. Fists slam against the mirror's surface again and again.
What is this place?
He's alive! Through esoteric magic. Eldering Drow.
My darling Macron. She wished for the mind of a genius, but that silly head crossed me.
I'm turning that off. Everybody walk.
This poor dear wished never to lay eyes on her family again. My dearest husband, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him.
Now, there's 2 ways to actually go about rescuing some of these people here. Especially Efren. One way to save him save in this context right now is the Beaufort save. So, where's the here bottle? Okay, who has the basilisk oil? No. He thinks I don't have the basilisk oil. Target isn't cursed. For healing. No. Okay. No. Flesh. Ignore that, please. Flesh to gold. Stone to flesh. Do you have like a stone to flesh spell? Hopefully this works. Or you have basilisk oil. You can actually be a real dick here and save this guy. I did save it beforehand, right? Yeah.
What in the bloody hell's is going on?
I'm here to help!
Gods, really? I thought I was dead. I was sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. How did you cure it? The bite?
I've heard tales of the bite. Don't your insides end up on your outside?
The very one? Complete with everything from sores to vomiting blood. By the time it kills you, it... Wait! You didn't fix it! Oh no! Oh God! No! Ah, help!
I am helping!
I don't want to die!
But I'm helping! I helped like the famous gopher did! Yeah, you could actually be a real dick and just... take his stuff. Doesn't have much on him, but that's just a little... I'm not doing that. That's something Risha would have done, as a matter of fact. Could actually do one better. Most people would probably do that anyways. Just think, oh, I've got a you'd probably pick up a basilisk oil by now. Flinging at him, think, oh, I'm doing good. You'd probably learn by now, don't click on anything down here. My gopher did. I am so enjoying that playthrough. It's like, this is a hag. What do you know about hags? No, not just D&D hags, but hags from folklore. This is what I kind of did with Risha the first time. Risha, you need to send your stuff to camp. Not to know. Yeah, just send this stuff to camp. All this too, send to camp. You probably picked up an oil barrel or two by now. No, not after seeing this. I'm just saying. She doesn't have to have this. She can't pickpocket this thing, but she knows. See, actually, she can pickpocket. The pickpocket failed. She gets pissed at it. So... Nah. Defacing of private property. What's new? Nothing new. didn't you just come back here, sort through the ashes? And hey, look! It had more, he had other stuff hiding in him, too. That's actually what I did for the first time. Then I actually reloaded after realizing, oh man, I could have done... Wait. There's another way you could actually do things like this? Now I went through a few, but yeah, this is actually how I did it in my personal playthrough. I'm like, then I did it through, actually I've got like 2 or 3 personal playthroughs going. My first personal playthrough, this is how actually how Dwarf ended up as. In my third one, he's basically died after I, quote unquote, helped him. Oh, Mike. Right now it's doing pretty fun. Right now I'm just showing how many ways you can, quote unquote, help. Ephron here. If you don't actually want to help him. So far, I depetrified him. I've now blown him up. Because you've probably come across an oil barrel and an alchemist fire, if not actually bought them. Or made them yourself. Or downloaded a mod that allows you to summon them. But for the official playthrough, I'm going to leave him as is. Most people just, from what I've seen, they immediately go for the basilisk oil, or with if they're playing a cleric, or they have a shadow heart, immediately cure him of his petrification. That's not what I'm going to do. Y'all, get your butts over here. It's getting a bit crowded.
My dearest Ephron, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him.
Because everybody thinks, because a lot of them comment, they click on that, they comment, I can depetrify him and then cure him. Yeah, they cured him all right. Most everybody tends to forget. I really don't care about min-maxing. And nobody tends to think about Speak with Dead on this one. Because you'd already have the book by
corpse
now.
regards you lifelessly.
And most likely you would have been down in the well, and if you were lucky, Tav or any of the other characters would have gotten Speak with Dead by reading the book. Why exactly did you go to the hag?
My family took her, my baby girl, pretending she never existed. Told Ethel never wanted to see them again. She took my eyes.
Why did your family take your child?
They didn't like me having something they couldn't touch.
What can you tell me about Ethel?
Doesn't matter. Nothing matters without baby girl.
Is there anything I can, is there anything I should know about this place? Well, the dead tend not to lie.
This poor dear wished never to lay eyes on her family again.
I wonder if there's a way I can get that eye. It's improving. I'm feeling a bit better enough to stream today, but right now I've got more of a migraine.
Please. Please.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again.
No time to chat. I'm here to hag. Here to hag. Got a hag to kill. But I am curious. What happened to the last time you opened?
Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you.
Eee, gruesome, ain't she?
Flee, you feel it cry.
You know, as much as I dislike to say this, and as much as I am as much trepidation as I have to face off against the hag, I have to get through.
A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, Petal.
Is there any other way to get in besides through you?
You see an image of blue skies and sunshine as the door shudders a warning. Run. Its form flickers, and you realize that the door is transparent.
You know, I can see right through you. I could just walk right in.
You see the hag, eyes bright with glee, as she sets fire to the door. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision. The presence within shrinks, begging you not to run through it. You feel the barest hint of life from within the door.
Most don't get that.
Wait. Wait.
Yeah, definitely. I would actually like an actual evil character as a companion instead of just not necessarily chaotic, but just evil.
A thief who tried to steal from Auntie. Now the good pet guards my home. My gentle lord. He wished to know what was to come.
This one's kind of interesting.
Don't look. Don't.
Everybody gather around, watch the freak show.
Stop.
Actually, what kind of elf is he? Wood elf. I always mistook him for like a high elf.
No. No! Don't look. Mustn't look, mustn't see.
Master yourself. What ails you, kin?
I see it. I see what's to come.
You realize there's magic at work. Some type of spell. An illusion.
Me. Dead. Dead! Flesh rotten, bone shining!
That reminds me of the dwarf companion from Neverwinter Nights 2. I forget his name, but he was just always spoiling for a fight. You meet him just after you get out of the... Basically, while you're getting out of the Mare of Dead Men. He was always spoiling for it. Him and Nishka were always at it with each other. I always took those two everywhere. Calm yourself. Whatever you see, it isn't real.
Lies! Lies! I see it! See truth, see death, all future!
Is that so? And what does my future hold?
Always ask. Never good. Never see. Never. Gods, don't hurt me. Oh, please. Please. Please, please, please.
Let us try and calm him.
Ah! No! Stop! Trick! 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 They're the monster! Monster! For mind dripping! Flesh peeling! Mind flayer!
I gotta do it. It's the dragon in me.
Ah! No, I'm sorry!
I bet he whittled a bit.
No intention of letting that happen.
Wait! Wait!
Oh, Kelgar, yeah. The dwarf's name was Kelgar in a Neverwinter Nights 2. He was my favorite. Always was trying to become a monk and never could understand why.
Please!
Because all he lived for was fighting. He was even willing to give up alcohol. Because if that's one of his quotes, I'll just nursing waters. If that's what drinking water will do for you, I'll give up my beer.
Don't
Now,
Don't!
usually most people go for the mask. That's usually a bad idea, but I will take them. The trick here is this door is actually an illusion. You cannot you cannot lockpick it. Actually, I learned this little trick with the fireplace upstairs. If you can't convince, if you can't get Auntie Ethel to do anything, just rotate the camera, rotate your camera, move out, and click. This wall is nothing but an illusion. This door is nothing but an illusion. And I'm not going to pick nothing. What do I got my passives on for? Screen. There we go. One enchantment or a murder. Turn that off. That off. Oh boy! Who seems the most? Who seems like the big hitter here? You're an archer. You're a hammer. I'm guessing spellcaster. leader. And for this encounter, I want non-lethal. So I'm just going to go with non-lethal. Wah, 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 wah. Almost strike. Not too sure if that'll kill her, so I'm not going to do anything about it. Take care of the bowyer over here. Well, the archer, the bowman. Bowyer's actually a person that actually makes bows. High ground. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Lazel, why don't you have your reduced speed slasher passive on? Gale, portal up here, but right here. Can we get some sleeps in, please? Too many hit points. No, 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 no. Fireball electric. That's a level 2 spell, which we may need. Oh, what the heck am I kidding? What the hell am I thinking? You guys are for the ads. Too many hit points. Okay, you're basically the tank, and you're basically the, okay. In that case, I just need the, level 1. Oh, my luck, that was an elf. Ah, dagnabbit, doing that actually switches that out. Fudgeinator. You just stand right back there. I guess you're staying back there.
Auntie.
Don't make me hurt them. Don't make me do this.
I do have a, your turn! Not enough space. There we go. Let's introduce somebody else into this. Okay, I do have that on, okay. Just making sure, because I don't want to kill these guys. Knocked out temporarily. Well, remember, just knock them out. You do have the knockout one, right? Fudge. looks like you're gonna have to read my book. Just to make sure. That's massive critical. What the hell did you used to hit him with? Dark One's blessing, probably. Stay there. Sleep. Oh, fudge. Just bop them. Passed out. Good. Cat's gonna be cat. It's not gonna let anybody through. Mage hands. I'm not going to try it though. Oh good, he's knocked out. You can go ahead and... No, don't do that! Turn, your turn. It keeps having nap attacks for some reason. It's almost like certain Garfield. This works! Yeah, they just said no. They're not getting involved. Now, you could go ahead and take their masks off of them. That'll kill them. Well, Auntie Ethel is still alive. Yeah, if you don't believe me, go through this yourself. Knocking these guys out will actually save them. Most people come through here, slaughter them, like, oh crap, I could have saved them. Yeah, we're basically kind of doing the, there's no heroic in here. We're not trying to be heroic here. We're doing the quote-unquote good playthrough. Yeah, I know, y'all don't want to get fined. Y'all don't want to get muddy. Got a job for ya! No. Dagger of teleport. Where the heck's your jump go? Remind me, Risha. You're not immune to poison. Okie dokie, so... Chess. Poison resistance. Fire resistance, but that's not exactly... Risha is. She's actually immune to poison. So I'm gonna do a little cheaty. This is it. I need my... Ew, it's not in here. Okay, what did you do with it? There's that one, but... Open. Heck, nabbit, Rish. Take this off. This on. Do this. The ability book out. Give it to you. You're going to have to go through it and find the page where it says Ocean Immunity. Ocean Immunity. Poison Immunity. Now give that back before you cause any more trouble. You'll of course be going through my bags later on. Risha, deal with this. Okay, we could disarm, or we could do what I kind of been doing for. Kind of just. Rearrange here. One reason why I've been picking up these crates, barrels, and just about everything else. Of course, I could just jump and glide all the way down, but where's the fun in that? Wait, am I actually rolling here? Yeah, I've got a always succeed on that. That's no fun. Not with Risha. We've got to have her screw up eventually. Got to use those points for something. As I said, she's got to screw up somehow. Come on, continue sneaking, sneak thief.
Should mind my step.
Turn off those candles! Well, actually, censor them. You did bring your sensor with you, right? You know? Well, considering it, they're making sounds, you didn't. And considering they're emitting some smoke and smell, you didn't. What? It wouldn't be right there. If things didn't go to plan, I mean, didn't. If there was a, I wonder, can I? There's a use for rotting baskets, folks. How does one disarm a flower? How does one disarm a bomb flower? Didn't know we were in the Dongo's caverns. Yeah, they're more spores than anything, but... Would a pot work? Pot work. Creak, crack. Okay, so... She knows we're here. This is just me being me. Also, Risha being Risha about turning off the light sources. Well, there's no way to going down that way for them unless they just pop. That was disappointing. By the way, DM, do I get experience points for disarming all these traps? What do you mean no? What do you mean no? Go. All this. Like a fart in the wind. Astarion is entirely tired of the mud. Says, dude. Okay, so I am going to bring out Sykes. It's been a while since we had Sykes out. Hello, Sykes. Sykes is just. Like, leave me alone. Seriously, get the move on. Astarion, do you want to talk? Is this your way of saying you want to talk? Are you being again? Are you being moody? What's up, Astarion? That's Risha.
To think, Gales had this devastating war within himself the entire time, and only just mentioned it. Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days.
And I thought vampires couldn't walk into homes without an invitation.
We can't. And yet I crossed the threshold like moonlight through leaves. This worm is a powerful little beast, isn't it?
It actually sounds like you're quite enjoying it.
What's not to enjoy? I can walk in sunlight, trespass upon any home, manipulate minds. I'm the most powerful vampire in the realms. Granted, the looming doom is an issue, but why not enjoy the benefits while we can?
If you like, you can feed on me tonight.
My sweet, there is nothing I'd like more. I'll come to you tonight, when you're snugly wrapped in your bedroll, and we can have a little privacy. And this time, I'll make sure I'm quiet. We don't want to disturb your rest. Later on, when we are at rest, I will eat you right up. Just enough to give me strength, and just enough to leave you wishing for more.
So, there's a monster hunter after you.
So it would seem. Hopefully he bumps into some gnolls while stumbling around at night, and that's the last we hear from him.
Just imagine Corvus and Astarion's having this conversation as they're lazily making their way down this long tree route. But why exactly was he hunting you? What exactly did you do? Who did you kill? Who did you bite? Who did you bed?
I didn't do anything. I was kidnapped, just like you. It seems Cazador wants me back.
And who exactly is Cazador?
Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven and a monster obsessed with power. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
You sure Cazador's behind this?
It was him, I'm sure. Only he would know to send the Gur after me. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me.
Saved you by turning you into a vampire. not just a vampire, but a thrall. A vampire spawn.
Well, he didn't mention the slave clause at the time. And now he sends a Gur monster hunter for me. It's a message. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back.
But why capture you exactly? Why not just outright end you, kill you, quarter you, turn you to ash, separate soul from body, get a Githyanki to project you into the astral plane and have a Githyanki use their silver sword on you? There's a whole number of ways to get rid of you other than just capture, leave you living.
Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me.
Heck, he could have used mind amaze on you. Well, sounds like he won't let you go that easily. Should I or anybody else within camp be concerned?
Concerned? Do you know the power Vampire Lord possesses?
Not entirely.
He can change shape, turn into mist, call walls to do his bidding, shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you.
You can do that. Just walk into camp.
Probably not. He has to rest in his crypt during the day. I've never known him to leave Baldur's Gate, but he has no end of lackeys. He'll send someone else in his place. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight. We can probably make an exception for Will. Probably.
Okay. So he was just being his usual dramatic self. His usual fuzzy dramatic self.
There, in the cage.
Ancient abodes. That would have been a good title for this too, but I'm going for something more witchery. I wish we would just do this and have it come around.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Yeah, no dirt. Hey, Auntie! Because you start up here.
You come to my home, interfere in my business, and now have the gall to face me in the heart of my lair. You petulant bollocks! I'll rip your spine out your asshole! I'll use your blood to spice my stew! I'll keep you alive until I've sucked the marrow from your bones! And then I'll bring you back and do it all over again!
Just get out of here! Please!
No, you don't do that anymore. No, that's items. Okay, so I don't. She resists to poison. Alert, Bay Life. Death saving throws. Ability of attack. Start vision alert. 17 armor class, which is high. +7. Right now she has no momentum. She has no movement speed. Not easily thrown for 200 pounds, almost 300 pounds. No, almost going over almost 400. Because 100 kilograms is almost like 200. Let's see, charisma saves are going to be good. Wisdom, not bad stats. Though she could have put another point in intelligence. Sister of the Sea Pearl. So that's her her circle, her coven. The level 5 hag, level 4 wizard, 4. An appropriate CR, I would imagine, the appropriate level. Considering she is she is a boss encounter. So I do believe she has Darian, get over here. Immediately. It. Rish, disarm that. Okay, you got extra street or murder. Promise of wealth. Got another bonus action. So she does not.
Don't do this.
Not enough movement. Dagger teleport. Ethel, I got a problem. I'm pissed. You're not just going to eat a woman. You're going to eat an infant. And there's one thing that really brings out the beast in me. Where is it? Why can I take it? I don't think I have it, so can't really do the impressive thing. So I'm just gonna have to. That's an action. Give you a little bit of advice. Don't piss off a dragon. And everybody else is just going to stay away because, like, oh, they just realized who exactly Corvus is. Well, maybe not exactly late sell. fine. I'll just put it all out back into the. What's going on there? Plant. Don't know what gives. Have sanctuary, right? Well, except for maybe a few of these. Land grow. Ethel, don't run. You only trigger predator instincts in some species. Hopefully this doesn't cause any problems.
Leave me here! Stop it! All of you!
A mage hand, it's going to do the one hand clapping cheer. Grisha's going to do her thing and just go for the shiny bits.
Wait! Wait just a tick! Killing me is a waste of time. I'll find a way to return. Always have, always will. But it's unpleasant. So how about we be civilized about this, I have something you want.
I want Marina. All I want is Marina. Alive and free.
But she's worthless to you. Let me leave with the girl, and I'll give you power. You want to be stronger, tougher, smarter? Done. Anything is possible. Just let me keep the girl and her babe.
Not only would this be a vile deal, it would be folly to trust a hag's gifts.
It's your choice, sweetness.
Have nothing. Well, actually, let's see what this spawns. Let's see. Do I take her offering? You have nothing that could tempt me. Hag.
Fine. Have it your way. I'll use that thick skull of yours as a stewing pot.
Word of advice. Don't piss off a dragon. Now where's that frickin' reduced size? Where's that bloody enlarge reduce? Strider. I know I've got that spell somewhere. Yeah, come to find out, well, Corvus is mechanics-wise oh good, it just ended. Oh, fudge. I had it on passive all along. Not going to let that stand.
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
Yeah, mechanics-wise for the game, for Baldur's Gate 3, Corvus is a half-dragon. But, the way I conceive her is, she's an actual dragon. Not necessarily a golden dragon, but she's a dragon. I can't actually replicate her actual color, her actual breed, because it doesn't exist in a Faerun, but her closest thing is actually a cross between a brass and a bronze. But her scales is more closely to a it's actually more colored towards a red dragon. But personalities-wise, her breed is more of a brass and bronze. And now, if we try talking to her, I don't think she'll want to talk to us. Because we killed her.
A charm on the hag's body flashes a faint glow.
You knuckle-dragging gobshite! You will bleed. You will choke on your own guts for this.
So that's what the charm does. If you do not loot her corpse, she acts like a normal corpse. You're dead and I'm not. Deal with it.
For now.
You know, you're quite lively for a corpse.
I'm a hag, you little snot! You think I didn't plan for this? Death and I are old friends.
You He's creaky and cracky.
But I won't be a corpse forever. That I can bloody promise you.
Tell me, come on, tell me the truth. Why did you want Marina?
I didn't want the girl, sweetie. I wanted her babe. I would have gobbled it up and given birth to my very own hag daughter. To my guts she would have come. My blood, my bile. It would have been glorious.
And in exchange for the child, what deal did you make with Marina?
The brat's husband is dead. So sad. She wanted me to bring him back to life. Little fool thought it would fix everything.
So, do you have any regrets?
Only that I don't get to see the flesh melt from your bones, your guts dissolve, and your brain liquefy as you turn into a mind flayer. You'll weep, you'll beg, you'll plead. Anything to make it stop. And once you stand tall, proud, and tentacled, you'll butcher your friends and your loved ones like the elephant scum you are.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
No. I am the author of this story. I demand to ask one more question. Just to rub it in. Rub it in, rub it in. Apply directly to apply directly to forehead. Rub it in. Apply directly to forehead.
You
Yeah. Shut up.
You will choke on your own guts for this.
Yeah, I got one more last question, Auntie Ethel. Why are you so cruel?
Please. It's you lot who come to me. All you do is want to be prettier, to be richer, to be loved. People are their own worst enemies, Petal. I just let them see it.
Kinda not wrong. People make monsters out of other things so they don't have to see the monsters in themselves. So anyways. Fine. We'll distribute that. Somebody's gonna be getting goofy. Ah, Marina's already out.
You bastard! You ruined it! You ruined everything!
Technically not a bastard. I know who my father is, and I am not, and Corvus is not male. Slow down. This is an interesting way of thanking me, but what exactly did I do or not do?
Ethel was going to bring my husband back from the dead, and now I'll never see him again. Because of you!
You do realize hags don't work for free. More precisely, Aunt Ethel had planned on putting your child into a pie. Yeah, look at all that. I'll add one of my own. You know, it's the classical witch in the woods, children in pies. Kind of that thing.
What? But she promised to look after them. Teach them magic.
Yeah, I mean, technically turning a child into a hag does involve teaching them magic.
God, I never thought. I'm so stupid. So bloody stupid.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yes, you are, but you are also desperate. And they are nothing but opportunists when and they are always eager to take advantage of that.
But I should have seen it.
I believe so, anyways.
I thought I could fix it. Give my child a good home. And bring my husband back, all in one go.
It was obvious, too good to be true.
I know that now. Look, I don't have much. But take this locket. It's worth a bit. Now we're even.
No. Corvus is going like, no, you keep it. You don't owe me anything. And Richard's going, what the heck? You take a lot.
Really?
Assyrian's going like, what the heck? Just take it.
My husband gave it to me. I should take him home. His coffin is just upstairs. A decent burial is the least I can give him. Thank you. I don't think there's anyone else who would have saved me.
Well, there were two others, but they're back at the Sutton farm. Which we may get to eventually. Went all that way around. Everybody open the door. Everybody start walking on that floor. Oddly enough, it just automatically auto-saves here for some reason. Oh, because of the whole fight and all, and it doesn't want you to lose that progress. Why haven't you given me? Now, Risha, we've talked about this. There are other things to get, such as this entire place. There are some very interesting things over there on the shelf we will be distributing out once we get back to camp. But no touchy! No touchy anything! Until I've looked it all over. Masks. Eee, don't want to touch that. Besides, you've already touched. You've already got that crystal back there. Are you feeling alright, Petal? I don't think Pud's giving you the slip. I wonder if I don't worry. Her red cap snapped the bugger. Time to stop. But the sobbing continues. She'll be regretting he crossed the hag. That's one problem with hags. They keep coming back, and we're going to have to deal with Auntie Ethel later on, most likely. Ethel. Got you a client, fled Boulders. Trail. Exchange, I have a girl. Proceed to your prisoner. Her mother's mind is failing. Pushing a speed. Please tell me I did not just equip that. I equipped it without even realizing what it was. The ever-seeing eye. Oh. Protection from good and evil. A clump of hair and flesh stick out from the twisted to make up for Connor. No spoilers, but I wonder what that means. And have a rather anger issues. and are antisocial. Possibly psychotic, maybe not necessarily sociopath, because she can relate to other people. Specifically, what are theirs are hers. The lover's avarice, pleasant aroma, wisdom indefinitely reduced by 1. As I said, a mother's loathing. Hint of blood lingers around the stopper. It's enough to make your mouth water. Gain bite until long rest. Wilted Dreams smells like a sleep potion turned sour. Something waits for the creature to sleep it takes during the next long rest. Missing pets. Thousands of tiny skitterons. Then butterflies in the stomach. A traditional brew of ergot and a nutmeg meant to recapture the fluttering thrills of first love. Hemophage, bleeding from the inside. Lost time. The seal is dry and cracked with age, yet the clear portion within bears no signs of spoilage. 50 turns. Armor class is reduced by 2. Can't take reactions. Got an idea who to use that against. Broken promises. Parasite swims in the bottom of this bottle, fat with strength. Until long rest, strength is increased by 2 until long rest. Upon resting, strength is indefinitely reduced by 1. So encouraged never to rest. Altering will. A sweet and bottle reminds you of home. Disadvantage on saving until next rest. Heart of stone, fragments of malachite swirl at the bottom of this potion, coalescing and separating rhythmically like the beating of heart. Resistant to poison until poison damage until rest. Insanity's kiss. Something thrashes in the heavy gourd, consumed by rage. Hostile to other creatures for the concoction's duration, which is 5 turns. Earthen bottle. We'll just take that, just for the hell of it. Oh, Staff of Crones. This wasn't here in my previous one of my personal playthroughs. Reverse of this half-rotten staff. Unbelievable nausea. Yeah. Twist of fortune. Pick the new result. Dark green. Most of these are per rest. Not all of them, or for short rest. What up, everybody? Come along now. That's everything. Corn leg, corn cap, yeah. traveling by mushrooms.
Seems powerful.
No, this isn't. And we shall
What can it do once
we
it's
shall
trapped?
discover a new
Nothing good
outcome.
contained. Why?
But we're not using the starship method. Yeah, travel by mushroom. Hope nobody ate any of that, Risha. And no, don't put it in your pouch either. Dude, I kind of look dead.
Didn't hear you coming. I know I should head home, but I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again.
Are you alright? Do you want a hug?
Not even a little bit. But I will be.
He doesn't want a hug. You know, I found this wand. I believe it can resurrect your husband.
What? You can?
You feel a surge of power from the wand. The air suddenly tastes acrid. It wants to be used.
Bring it back. Bring Connor back. Please.
This is up to her, folks. I'm not the one doing this. This is her will, not mine. This is her wish.
What? What's happening? Why is he still dead?
You feel something pull at you. The creature yearns for a master.
What have you done to him?
The creature. So it seems your husband's been bound to this wand. Seems the hag fulfilled her promise after all. Can never be simple, can it? Couldn't just gotta scroll or resurrect, no revivify. Couldn't have gone to a temple. Had to twist it out, huh?
But this isn't what she promised. I wanted him back the way he was, not this.
In all honesty, exactly how did you word the contract? You wanted to bring him back. He's back. You know, we could bury him. I could break the wand. I'm not going to do this because if I call down the gods to smite him, she'll turn hostile, and I don't want to kill. So we could bury him again.
No! Don't put him in the ground! He is afraid of the dark. I'll do it. I'll take him.
You sure the dead should remain dead?
No! I won't let you put him back there.
Then here, he's all yours. You'll need this wand. This is on you now.
Thank you. I promised him I'd fix this. And I'm gonna. Maybe someone in Baldur's Gate can help us. I'll figure something out. Come on, love. Let's go.
Perhaps using Ethel's wand wasn't the best idea.
There are no happy endings when it comes to fairy tales. And it takes a monster kill a monster.
So Gale's been walking around this whole time with some sort of magic bomb in his chest. I'm not normally one to begrudge someone their secrets, but that's something I should know.
That's on your mind, and when it's revealed, I'm a dragon. A frackin' brass, or is it bronze? Which one's the chatty ones? I keep forgetting. Maybe it's a cross of brass and a bronze. I think it's a bronze dragon. But I keep thinking brass. I'm a brass. If you can turn off. Fleetfoot, you're horrible. No, you're incorrigible. Keep going. Well, Risha sweet rolled the place. Oh. We got... Before we end the episode... No, it's like, you're not impressed that there's been a dragon hiding amongst you this entire time. You're still worried about the bomb. They're not impressed by a dragon. Like, the most deadly predator, the most magical, powerful entity next to the gods themselves in Faerun. They're worried about a little sliver of magic over here. They don't care about a being of magic themselves, hide in the guise of kind of like a half-dragon, in the guise of a human, which happens all the time, from what my understanding. Dragons don't like telling people this. They don't like revealing themselves, because you'd be surprised how many dragons are actually roaming around in humanoid disguises, and even animal disguises amongst normal, everyday individuals of Faerun. Dragons are actually more abundant than you actually think. From the tyrannical reds to the cruel whites and blacks to the saintly golds, they're roaming around out there in disguise. But it'd be a whole entire panic if people found out about it. And dragons don't want you to find out about it. And the party here just found out about it, and they don't bat an eyelid because they're too worried about Gale blowing up. But yeah, Sully, fuck you, I'm a dragon.
The light, the screams from within now silent.
My darling Macro. She wished for the mind of a genius, but the silly head crushed me.
Fine. Don't even care the body fell over. It does care what's in the pockets. Nothing.
Oh, me head! Oh no. No. Why ain't I petrified?
Give me a minute. I usually save it before I do this, just in case I flub it. Well, fudge it. Dagnabbit. I was going to say can't switch it. Besides, still invisible. Whenever I enter a conversation of late, I've been switching to Risha. Just to... Don't, Risha, don't backstab him! You have a habit of doing that when they don't have anything in their wallet. Wallet being a term for what you would actually like a well, what it would be the equivalent of a purse these days, where you would carry the coin purse, your personal belongings, kind of like a comb, your kind of like your signet rings, your personal inks and all. Well, anyways, the hag is dead.
What? How am I still breathing? I've the bite.
What exactly is the bite?
I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Your insides end up on the outside. Petrification stops the spread. I was on death's door, but now I feel great. How?
Hey, DM, I want to make a synesthesia check and see if I smell any of the hag's magic around him. Oh, that's perception. Technically Arcana, because it's synesthesia. But aren't you perceiving it through your nose? No, Arcana, because it's knowledge, and my brain's interpreting it as a smell. Don't get technical with me!
You detect traces of decaying magic within him, likely the cause of his disease.
But that doesn't make a lick of sense. The bite ain't magical. Unless that double-crossing, filthy, lying hag! She made me sick and then trapped me in stone for kicks!
Yeah, so Risha's property, yeah, if you have nothing in your wallet, if you have nothing in your purse, she will basically steal your soul, steal your life, steal your blood, steal your lifeline, steal your hair, steal your pelt, if she can get a piece of it. Surprisingly, Asharan pelts actually on the black market are still there's still a trade for it. It's not really talked about much. You know, I'm almost impressed. That's evil, even by a hag standard.
Evil don't begin to cover it. My kids were only babes when I left. The stones know how old they are now.
Or she'll just give you a quick shank because she's you've annoyed her because you've spent her time for nothing. At least you'll be able to see them again.
Only 'cause of you. I ain't got no way to repay you.
Don't worry. I generally don't help for the reward itself. I just kind of stumble upon these things.
No. What you've done for me and mine today won't be forgotten. Thank you.
Risha's going to be causing trouble. I'll tell you that right now.
the hag gone? God, tell me she's gone. Oh, please.
They're still up there. Don't worry about it. And I do have that pocket. She definitely makes sure she's nowhere around when they realize, oh shoot, pickpocket! Oh, they're over here cooking. The hag is deceased. You're safe now.
May she burn in the 9 hells. The things she did. The things she made me do. Vile. Disgusting. Good gods. You're the one. The Mind Flayer.
Not if I can help it. Can you still see it, my future?
No. The hag's gift is gone, but it's going to happen. Soon. I saw you screaming, covered in your own insides as that thing bursts out of your skull. You change, skin ripping from your body, and then you butcher everyone around you.
Can you be more exact? When will this happen?
I don't know. Could be a 10-day. Could be any moment. I can't do this. You're too dangerous. I'm sorry.
No problem. Take care, Fleetfoot. Stay safe. Thanks for dropping in. Now that Auntie Ethel's influence is gone, we can actually safely remove their masks. I believe now, at least. I'm just double checking on them to make sure I didn't kill them. Eat this every morning. Remember, she's not your friend. She's not your family. Don't eat the food unless she is watching. Don't drink the tea unless she is watching. Don't wear the mask. Don't wear the mask. Don't wear the mask. The word lies is E. Heavy stone. And now those stones are actually how you would get by, because you would, I believe, you would actually place the heavy stones on the thing on the vents. Those masks. Honestly, I think I'm gonna... We could actually use a rest here, because I'm out of bloodline powers. I'm low on spells. Everybody's a bit freaked out. Stop sneaking around now, Rish. I think I'll just... feel a bit peeved every time I see this. Yeah, I know I'm over, but I really wanted to go through the tea house. Go through all that.
There you are, my friend.
Are you drunk?
I have drunk. Not alcohol, of course. A bear. He took a little of my blood. I took all of his.
You seem to be happy. No need to drink humanoid blood. Actually, sounds like a dangerous meal.
So's any meal worth having. It's nothing compared to, well, other things I could be dining on, but significantly better than the rats and bugs Cazador served me.
Rats? What did you do to deserve that?
I existed. That was enough for him. He reveled in having power over me. Because those with power can do whatever the hell they want.
You think power lets you do anything, free from consequences?
Well, yes. You can't look at the world and tell me I'm wrong.
Power tends to corrupt. You do well to remember that.
Oh, I hope so. A little corruption sounds fun. I spent centuries as the victim of a corrupt man. It was the mind flayers that plucked me away from that. They gave me a gift. The strength to take my own freedom. I'm embracing this power. You should too.
Well, we definitely know what side of the brain he thinks with when it comes to this the illithid powers and the tadpoles, the parasites, whatever you want to call them.
May the darkness protect you.
So basically, he's meat drunk.
Copper for your thoughts?
So I gotta ask, how did you end up with that infernal contraption in your chest, Karlach?
The year? 10 air. The place? A sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero? Karlach. A knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. But to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
Well, why don't you?
I'll mete out the best ones bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right?
Actually, yeah. So, you mentioned a boss that gave you up. Who exactly was it?
Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again.
So she was basically in her teens when she signed up with a Gortash and later sold. Makes me kind of curious how old she is now. So I don't think time in the Hells, works the same way it does on the material plane. So it sounds like all we need to do is a fix your engine. It seems like all we need is infernal iron to fix your engine.
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints.
So, what exactly does it do to you? Does it produce more flames? Can you cast fireballs? Can you boil water just by holding it?
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
You must be rather pent up.
I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today.
Ew.
What's on your mind?
I'm just wondering about the mighty lord in your story. I'm assuming it was Karsus, correct?
The very same. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
I think, folks, we got a bot in chat. If not, as much as I appreciate, as a Christian myself, appreciate trying to spread the gospel, I'm actually gonna have to remove you. 'Cause just know. No religion, no politics. Sorry, folks. No religion, no politics. Just no, no, no. That will cause a lot of problems. That's about as far as moderation as I've done. When basically since like ever. Well, there was the one time the porn bots came, but no religion, no politics. Oseo, Tommy. You just missed the religious Christian Catholic bot that I deleted. That I kind of deleted the message for. You know, you have to admire the man's ambition. He very nearly succeeded.
If it takes the death of a god to stop you, I'd say your ambition has gotten somewhat out of hand. Not that I'm one to talk, of course. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
I really want to end this stream, but I gotta talk with everybody.
Well met.
Good, you don't have anything to say.
Speak.
Goodbye. Now I go over here to my port of a scrolls and what are we having tonight? Sausage!
It seems to be the perfect night to spend a little time together. Just you and I. Assuming you haven't changed your mind, of course.
Give me a minute. Thought I had done. Lead the way. Ah, this scene. Okay.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
You think I wouldn't show?
Lots of people make promises. Few keep them. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
Survival.
Very practical. We could have toasted to that every night so far. Here's to many more. Survival. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
No, it's actually your turn. A little give and take is only fair. Actually look like I got halfling feet, kind of like all hairy, but they're actually scales.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
Give me a minute here, folks. I do believe in Jesus Christ, and I've actually met him on a few occasions. We just don't talk about religion. We don't talk about politics in this stream. I apologize, Timothy, 2 Timothy 4:2, but that's just not something we talk about in this stream. Politics and religion are very sensitive topics, very personal. Give me a minute here, folks, before I continue on. Very sensitive topics, and I don't want that to, and the religion and politics are very sensitive, especially right now. And I don't want any controversy over it. This is a place where you come out and relax amongst friends just to get away from daily life and everything. Right now, this is fantasy. We know fantasy from reality. And as a Christian, I will say, this isn't the whole Harry Potter thing. This isn't Pokemon. This is, y'all know what I'm talking about. This isn't, let's not get into satanic panic. I've actually encountered real witchcraft, real magic, and let me tell you, it ain't this shit. It's a whole lot more darker. You do not want to be involved in that shit. But anyways, let's get back to the game. You know you're wrong, Shadowheart. I'm not arguing with you. We are all given our gifts, and our Lord Jesus Christ dined with the sinners. It was to the sinners he ministered. It was not to the to those that believed in him that he ministered. It was to the sick. So I'm sorry. I'm banning you. Wrong. You like a night orchids and can't swim. You told me once.
I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us.
And now you see why I don't allow religion and politics to be brought up in my channel. People just can't let it go.
Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What?
You know, Shadowheart, you have an unmistakable beauty about you.
I know. But you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night.
I hope there'll be more to come.
Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
That didn't hurt, did it?
The pain was worth it.
I should think so. Let's head back, if we must.
And I think I'm going to end the game. Because I'm a bit meh after that little. Yeah, as you can still see it on stream. So anyways, call yourself. Yes, I cuss. You should have heard my uncle before he passed away. A deacon of Tennessee. Boy, he could make a sailor blush. So anyways, folks, that's the end of the episode. But yeah, do what you normally do at the end of these things. I won't expect anything less, but before y'all go, I do want to say this. My chat has some rules. My community has rules. Don't bring up politics. Don't bring up religion. Be nice and courteous to each other. Don't start any fights. Basically act like you're at basically your best friend's mother's house. And you're expecting to be invited over for basically a pizza party. And if you start acting out, you'll be kicked out of the house early with no chance to be able to play that new video game you've been wanting to play that your best friend just got. So, but yeah, that's one reason why I don't allow religion and politics in it. It's very personal to each and every one of us. It can devolve very quickly, as you just saw, and people have their own opinions about it, and right now, especially this year, religion and politics are very contentious. For me, religion is very personal to each and every one of us. I am a Christian, but I have my own set of beliefs about Christianity. Y'all may not be Christian. I don't care. I'm okay with that. But what? But without going to proselytizing, as with the 2 Timothy 4:2 was doing? No. Going against trying with a saying you're Christian and you cuss. Oh, you should have heard my uncle, Harvey Moore, a deacon of Tennessee before he passed away. Growing up, oh, he swore. Well, he was Pentecostal, so, but still, Or enough to make a sailor blush. The Lord will forgive. We're only human after all. But anyways, with all that in mind, I'll say this. Until next time, folks, I'll catch you on the bounce. Later.